I think that
That's interesting.
we meditate to get good at life, not to get good at meditation. And so for me, it's just a tool. And so it's like, here's the science behind why stress is making us stupid. And here's the science behind why meditation can make you better at life. I'm not super into meditation as an identity. I think that we meditate to get good at life, not to get good at meditation. And so for me, it's just a tool. And so it's like, here's the science behind why stress is making us stupid. And here's the science behind why meditation can make you better at life.
And when you say better at life, what do you mean?
Well, I think that's different for everybody. Do you want to be a better mom? Do you want to be a better husband? Do you want to be better at your job? Better philanthropist? But when you're stressed, you're wasting your mental and physical energy, so you're not able to show up as the most amazing version of you. So if you're committing to a daily discipline of meditating, then you basically have more cylinders. You have more mental and physical energy to really do the things that you want to do in your life.
And for people that think that meditation is not for them, what is meditation? Like at its most basic, and I think that your differentiation of breaking out mindfulness and meditation, I think is actually pretty interesting. And I'd never heard anyone talk about that. And I realized I was confusing the two as well. So how do you separate those two, and why is separating them and understanding the difference important?
So meditation at its most basic definition is a stress relieving tool. That's it. It's a tool to help you get rid of stress in your body so that you can do what you want to do in your life. Now, where this gets a little tricky is that most people are using the terms mindfulness and meditation as synonyms, but they're not actually the same thing. I would define mindfulness as the art of bringing your awareness into the present moment. We've all become bulimic of the brain, and we're ingesting technology all day, every day. So we could practice mindfulness right now. We could take a mindful breath. We could feel our feet on the ground. And that's where everyone's like, oh, cooking is my meditation, or exercise is my meditation, because they're saying, oh, I get present, I get mindful when I do those things. But exercise is not the same thing as the type of meditation that I teach at Ziva, because there we're actually giving the body rest that's 5 times deeper than sleep. And that's not an insignificant point, because when you give your body the rest that it needs, it knows how to heal itself. And one of the things that it's healing itself from is stress. Interestingly, not only the stress from the now, because that's what mindfulness does, the meditation is getting rid of the stress from your past.
So when you say that it's 5 times deeper than sleep, what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean that your metabolic rate decreases, which simply means that your breathing slows. It doesn't make you gain weight. It just means your breathing chills out a little bit. Your heart rate slows and your body temperature cools. And so that happens within 30 to 45 seconds of practicing this technique. It's a different type of rest, because when you're sleeping, your brain is chilling, but your body's on guard. You know, we're actually sucking wind, preparing for that tiger attack, so that if a tiger were to come in, we could quickly launch into fight or flight. When we're meditating in this style, the opposite happens. Body is getting this deep healing rest, but brain is on guard. And so it's almost the opposite of what everyone thinks of when they think of meditation. You're going to hear everything. It's almost like you have spidey senses. You're hyper aware and alert about your surroundings, but it is that mental alertness that allows your body to get that deep healing rest. And then you're more awake on the other side. So in the Ziva technique and in what I teach in the book, we teach the 3 M's. So mindfulness, which is kind of like the runway. It's something active for you to do. And I use a technique called come to your senses, which is really simple but very powerful, where you're basically utilizing all 5 of your senses to bring yourself into the now. And I like it because it's active, and most of my high-performing clients say it's very challenging for them to go from running 90 miles an hour to just that goodbye, that deep healing rest that happens when they're meditating. So when you use your 5 senses, it wakes up your right brain, which is in charge of the right now, and it gets people out of this idea of distraction. So they're designed to de-excite the nervous system, and when you de-excite something, you create order. When you create order in your body, that lifetime of accumulated stresses that we all have in our cellular memory can start to come up and out. And it is that purging, that catharsis of stress, that's ultimately ushering us into a higher cognitive performance state.
So let's talk about the notion of, like, there's all this sort of retained stress. You talk about it being in the cellular memory. So the first thing I was like, all of our cells turn over every however many years?
So just being a human being on the planet Earth right now, your cells are getting damaged, right? Like UV radiation from the sun, free radicals, microwaves, now the radiation of our cell phones, like all that is changing our DNA, our chromosomes, our cellular performance, our mitochondria. It's what's impacting us. And so when we go to sleep at night, it's almost like there's been a bunch of potholes in the road in our cells, and then we sleep, those potholes get filled in. It's like we repave the road each night when we sleep. And very similarly in meditation, because we're giving our body this deep healing rest, it's like it's just smoothing out the potholes in the road. We're letting everything heal in the way that nature designed. Like, I don't think that nature intended for us to be sick, tired, and stressed. I think that nature wants us to be happy and healthy and vibrant.
오늘의 성공의 비밀을 완벽하게 내 것으로 만들기 위해서는 보고, 듣고, 쓰는 것이 매우 중요합니다. 한글과 영어로 노트에 필사하면서 씹어 먹어버리세요. 한글 5번, 영어 5번입니다. 시작합니다. 나는 명상을 통해 내 몸에 필요한 휴식을 선물하고 온전한 치유를 느낍니다.
Through meditation, I give my body the rest it needs and feel the full healing.
나는 명상을 통해 내 몸에 필요한 휴식을 선물하고 온전한 치유를 느낍니다.
Through meditation, I give my body the rest it needs and feel the full healing.
나는 명상을 통해 내 몸에 필요한 휴식을 선물하고 온전한 치유를 느낍니다.
Through meditation, I give my body the rest it needs and feel the full healing.
나는 명상을 통해 내 몸에 필요한 휴식을 선물하고 온전한 치유를 느낍니다.
Through meditation, I give my body the rest it needs and feel the full healing.
나는 명상을 통해 내 몸에 필요한 휴식을 선물하고 온전한 치유를 느낍니다.
Through meditation, I give my body the rest it needs and feel the full healing.
하루 10분만 행동하면 인생 역전은 내 얘기가 됩니다. 매일 동기부여 모닝콜을 통해 성공한 사람들의 성공 비밀을 내 것으로 만들어 보세요. 오늘도 필사에 성공하신 여러분은 부의 마인드를 장착하신 대단한 분들이십니다. 함께하면 부의 마인드는 더 강력해집니다. 지금 당장 성공시키고 싶은 사람을 초대해주세요. 좋아요, 구독, 알림 설정은 이 모닝콜을 함께 제작하는 20명이 넘는 재능 기부자들과 켈리에게 큰 힘을 줍니다. 사랑합니다.